green coders, take action now. Think about the future generation and start cleaning your code. Or
so you can see it when you come here and ask a question and talk about the talk, and you can get a sticker.
There are funny ones too.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So now, are you ready?
Just a second.
Okay, now is Jorge Silva from 10 Pines that's going to talk about Agile software development with smalltalk.
Okay. So, as Hernan said, my name is Jorge Silva. I'm from Buenos Aires. I'm working on 10 Pines as Hernan. It's a recent company that is trying to mix Agile software with some kind of project with Smalltalk. And the idea of this talk is to talk a little on Smalltalk development and Agile methodologies. And this is going to be maybe a little beginner's talk. Yeah, you are going to see some concept that maybe you already know, but the idea is to help new Smalltalkers to start thinking about Smalltalk as a software for real application and for production applications. So what I'm trying to do is to show some tools that you are going to use in a production environment, and how this is focused or aligned with Agile methodologies, particularly XP. So I want to show how XP is integrated with a Smalltalk, because sometimes I don't, maybe all of you know, but sometimes you are talking about XP and you don't know where it's come from that term, or where it's come from that methodology, and it's interesting to see that XP where it come from and how it started. So what I'm trying to show is that, and I want to show you, or it's more like an analysis of how Smalltalk generate the XP methodology. Okay, so the first thing to start is to talk about Agile methodologies, and I think that this is a nice joke, but represent what Agile methodology is, or how Agile methodologies start. Actually, Agile methodologies, it doesn't come from nothing, and one day one guy say, "Oh, Agile methodologies." The idea is that a lot of guys were working on that way, and just they put a name to a bunch of practices. That's the idea. So it's interesting how did the joke resume that idea. So to start talking about Agile methodologies, I think that one of the best summaries is to see the manifest. How many of you have you ever seen this manifest? Okay, so the idea is to, like it says, to take focuses on individual and interaction over processes and tools, right? Working software, yeah, customer collaboration, and responding to change. That's our the main things to focus on. So based on that, what I'm going to try is to show you how to align working in Smalltalk with that. Okay. So after that, some interesting ideas that I found working on Agile, that maybe there is no direct relation with the previous, are that, for example, sashimi or elephant carpaccio, small releases. Yeah, the idea is to implement a feature point to point and with a little slice part of the system. So that's why elephant carpaccio, I think that this the best metaphor, because you have an elephant and you want to cut it from point to point, you know, and but in a slice way, you know. So the idea is to, when you are going to implement a feature, to implement it from side to side, yeah, but a little feature, okay. So the other interesting idea is that I found interesting when I was working is the idea of definition of done. The idea is to say when a feature is done, okay. To say, well, the feature. When I say the feature is done, what the team is going to understand. I want all the whole team understand the same as me when I say it's finished. Okay, so the idea is to say, well, the feature is going to be finished when it runs on my machine, or it's going to be finished when it runs on the integration server, or it's going to be finished when it's run all the tests, or it's going to be finished when it's committed. Okay, so I think that this is an interesting idea when you work on an agile way. The other interesting is the system metaphor. Yeah, to look for a system metaphor that represents the actual development. Okay. And the last interesting idea that when I teaching I insist a lot with this is the intention revealing, to reveal the intention in the code. Okay, I think that most of you know this idea, so I'm not going to stop a lot. Okay, it's okay. So the other thing that I want to show you is the Agile cycle. I'm going to talk about extreme programming, but I think that the Scrum cycle is more simple and represent more the way that we are working. Yeah. So does anybody know this? I can explain it in a fast way, or what do you want? Okay, fast way. Okay. So you have a product backlog. The product backlog is all the features that you want to develop. Yeah, and you have a planning meeting, and you choose which features you are going to implement, and this is the sprint backlog. Yeah, this is the result. And then you have a sprint. A sprint could take 2 or 4 weeks. Yeah, and every day you have a daily Scrum meeting. Yeah, and then you have the product. Yeah, this is kind of way that we are working, and it's working really nice. Okay. So now the roadmap that we are going to go in the talk is like this. We are going to talk about Agile methodology. Yeah, we are going to talk from that to XP, and the idea is to see the principles, that is, working software, change, quality, planning, communication, and how this is aligned to the real development. Yeah, using reprogramming, collaborative software, TDD, continuous integration, and acceptance test. Yeah, and the idea is that this is going to be possible because of Smalltalk. Yeah, and I put this gemstone because my idea to show here is showing you some history about the beginning of XP. XP coming from the C3 project. It was a project for Chrysler. That there was a lot of famous people like Ken Beck, Martin Fowler, and this was one of the beginning of XP, and this project was developed with Smalltalk and Gemstone. So I want to show you how this project generated this idea, and it was not by it was not casual, you know. I'm going to show you how Smalltalk has helped in developing this. Okay. So the philosophy in a rush, is to embrace the change and how to face the change. The idea is to have a refactor, when you have the change, you can do a refactor, and you have to build thinking in cohesion code, and good design. This is this coming with good design and unit testing and robustness, I mean, when you have a change, you need the unit testing to have a robust software and face the change, okay? And I mean, this is all related because you can do a refactor if you have a unit testing, and this is when you have unit testing, you need cohesion, and okay, it's all related. So working software, another working software. The idea is to keep it simple, to have a simple design. The metaphor that I was talking about, to have to have a refactor to do it, okay? And
Now that you mentioned the keep it simple, like the KISS principle. Sometimes I have a hard time putting where the line is, where you know. When you hear simple, what does it mean exactly? Like simple or simplistic or any which way?
Okay, this is a big discussion. But what I'm thinking right now is that you have to focus it on working software. So if this idea of simple is going to get you a working software, I think that this is simple enough. So what I was trying to do when I have to develop something, instead of keep it simple, I will think on working software. So I think that thinking on working software, you are going to make some simple. But you have to find the balance between simple design and simplistic. I mean,
the simple thing that works.
But no, this doesn't mean a bad things, you know. So a simple but a good thing. And this is related with this. Thank you. What do you think about this picture? What reminds you? Come on, help me. Okay. What I'm thinking is, when I see this image, is quality, and it's related with this because in the Agile community there is a lot of effort or focuses on the quality of the software, and this is a pattern that I found here in the Smalltalk community, to be very focused on the quality of the software, and it's related with that. You got to keep simple, but you got to keep the quality. Okay, so okay, you can go. So the idea is to be focused on technical perfection or technical excellence, and to keep the quality, and to keep it simple, and to get a working software. Okay. So the other aspect is the planning. This is some kind of practices that is related with planning, and is planning poker, and one nice game is Buy a Future. Buy a Future is, do you know Buy a Future? No? I got it. Okay, Buy a Future is kind of, you have some bills and you gave the bills to the product owner, and when you have the planning meeting, the product owner has a limited money to buy some features. So when you have all the features that you have to do, you gave, I don't know, $20 to the product owner, and he has $20 to buy some features. So that way you are playing, yeah, and you are limited in any way the amount of feature that the product owner is going to implement, and he has in a physical way the limitation of how many features he can face. So it's a nice game to try because it's very graphical. So the other game is the planning poker. Do you know planning poker? Nope. Planning poker is kind of game to face the influential estimation. Yeah. The typical scenario is this: the product owner say, "Okay, guys, how long will the story take?" And some guys are thinking 3, some 12, some 24, and another is thinking about beer, another is sleeping. I think that this is a scenario that sometimes happen, and what it happens is that when they have to say, okay, how long it's going to take, the first say 3, and all the rest say, oh yeah, 5, yeah, 7, yeah, 3. So you are the first one that it say is influencing all of the rest. So we don't want this. We want to think about how many time it's going to take. So for solving that, the game is to have some cards, yeah, like poker, and when you have to say how many hours or how many X time is going to take a feature, you choose a card, you face down the card, and when they say, okay, now everybody roll down the card and see how many time it's going to take. So this is a funny situation. It's like a game, but you are actually working. And I tried this and I work with this, and I think it's really nice. And it happened to me to have a team that when we have the planning meeting, someone was, I don't know, browsing internet or not taking serious the planning meeting. And when you say, okay, let's go, we are going to plan, we are going to use car, we are going to think about, and it's create a climate, I don't know how to say, an environment. It creates an environment that everybody wants to join, you know. So it's interesting what it's create. So we are going to talk about right now about some XP practices. Maybe you already know, but the idea is to see how they work with XP. Okay, so the first one is reprogramming. This is an image that represents how two developers try to implement a feature. This is not the idea. Okay, the idea is to work together to make something work. But the idea is to work together in a machine, yeah, and to think together and to learn from each other, yeah. The other idea is how do you work with collaboration, and what I want to show here is that you have Swiki, you have a peer, and how this work with the collaboration. Yeah, I don't know how many of you know Swiki. No? Okay. A Swiki is like a wiki, but implemented in a Squeak. So actually you have a lot of tools that you can use to customize your wiki. It's like a wiki written in Squig, so you have all the power to customize it. So what I want to show here is that you already have all the tools to work in a real development, and you don't have to say, oh, I can use Smalltalk because it's too old, and you don't have this and you don't have that. Okay, the idea is to see how you can face all the challenge that you have in a real development. Okay. The other idea is to use TDD. The idea is, it's simple, is to write the test, run the test, then to look if there is error, yes or no. If there is an error, you can fix it and run all the tests again. If not, you have to ask, can be better, yes, refactor, and no, you have to write another test. Okay, so and to start using this, you don't need nothing. Okay, you just need the S unit, and the test runner, the debugger. Sorry. Sorry?
It never ends.
It never ends? No. You have to write tests all the time. So you have, if you have Faro, you can start working that way with any additional tools. Okay. Sorry. The other idea is the continuous integration. Once you have all the tests working, the idea is to it's a little. The idea is to have all the time building the image and the test running all the time. And when you broke the build, you are going to face that girl. The idea. What do you mean with broke the build? Broke the build, it means that I commit some code that is broken, the test or the build. In a Smalltalk, actually, the idea of build is it's a little, I don't know. It's not the idea, but you have to think about the test. You have to get all the tests running all the time. And when you commit something that is not working, you are going to have an email that is going to tell you, hey, you broke the build. Fix it, okay? So this is the idea. Actually, I have some code to show you implementing continuous integration with Hudson. I don't know if anybody know about that. You can use Hudson to have a continuous integration server. So I encourage you to look for it if you want, or you can ask me or Lucas. I don't know if Lucas Friendly is here. Lucas. Lucas knows how to do it. So this is the idea, okay? And I think that this is some basic tools that you need when you are doing a real application. I can't think about developing a solution without using continuous integration or TDD. I think that this is important for the quality of the software, and is all related with working software and with facing the change. Okay. So the other aspect that I want to show you is when you talk about user acceptance test, you have a lot of tools that you can use too with a Smalltalk application. If you are working with CSI, you can use Selenium to use user acceptance test. Okay, so does anybody know Selenium? Everybody? 1, 2. Okay, I can show you if you want. This is a dashboard. Take it from the Lucas site. That is show you Hudson server, and you can see all the tests or not that is passing or not. This is building all the time an image or several images and looking for failed tests. Okay, so if you implement it, you are going to have this, and this is very graphical and it's interesting to have this. Okay, but what I want to show you is Selenium is a tool that you can use to automate test, and that's why Blender was in the image. And the idea is that you have a plugin for Firefox, and this is the IDE, and the idea is that you can create a test, and you can start recording the test, and when I start to record, it's going to record all the actions that I'm doing in the browser. So I'm start writing. So the idea is to look for small talks and see if my company is in the sponsors. So what I'm doing is recording with the IDE, okay? It's all recording. So the test is going here and it's going to look for 10 points. Look at this new option that is going to verify its text present in this page, okay? So I click here, and now I stop to record, and you can see here all the steps that took me to reproduce the test, and I can run the test, and you are going to see how all this happened behind, okay? Okay, it fails because of the time, but oh no, this one it goes green. Okay, so I can reproduce all the tests that I want. Okay, I can sit down with the customer and say, okay, what do you want to happen? And we start to recording with the guy and have the test recorded. Okay. Instead, the customer can just record the test and give it to me, because you have here you can see you can translate it to, I don't know if you're going to for example, you can see the code in Java, but you can see also the code in Smalltalk. Okay, there is a framework that is called Web Tester that you can do this record by writing Smalltalk. So you can write all the tests in Smalltalk and reproduce it. Yeah, and you can automatically reproduce it all the time and see what is broken or and how it's working your application. So this web tester is based on Selenium RC. That is an API to reproduce all the all is open source. Selenium RC is open source, and web tester is a project that you can download and use it in Firefox. And the other one is fitness for Smalltalk. It's an implementation of fitnesses for Smalltalk. This is working just in Visualworks. I couldn't try it, but I encourage you to try it too, because it's another way to use user acceptance test. Okay. So well, if you can see, this is very nice to use it, because you can automate all the tests from the UI, and this is like functional test because it goes from one point to the end. Okay. So well, this is the reference that I think that this is value if you want to try all the tools that I mentioned. So if you want, you can see the presentation to take the reference, and this is all. Okay. Thank you. Well, I don't know if you have any question. Yep.
What is the meaning of the coffee card?
The coffee card that you need a break. Okay. Okay. If you want some stickers, you can get it from here. And thank you very much.
Yeah.